With Season 5's update, Treyarch finally decided to buff the AKIMBO XM LMGs. The attachment that was absolutely terrible at launch, today we're going to hop inside of game and see if it's any better or if it's actually still just a mediocre change. Drop a like, subscribe to the channel, and enjoy. Want to unlock all new mastery camos like Singularity ASAP? Check out Mitch Cactus, the biggest and the most reliable name in Call of Duty. They offer instant delivery DLC codes like Monster Energy, plus lobbies delivered in under an hour. Everything is 100% safe and legit for Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. Trusted by the community and seen all over YouTube, Mitch Cactus has over 20,000 verified reviews and thousands of personal vouchers. Make them the go-to for all things Call of Duty and even other games like Battlefield 6. Use code SPAZO to save 5% off for a limited time only. Okay, so we've tried out the SoCal, we've tried out the other LMG. Today, we're trying out the XM Akimbo attachment, which was absolutely terrible when it first came out. I mean, you could shoot maybe 20 rounds in each of these and it would overheat. I mean, it was just trash. Plain and simple, no explanation needed. They sucked. So today, with Season 5's update, actually, they buffed this as well, the belt fed for this. And I'm excited about this because realistically speaking, if this was a good buff, this could be a really good weapon. It could. Akimbo LMGs, I mean, come on, dude. That sounds awesome. So, first we gotta pack-a-punch it, right? Because that kind of sets it in stone, slows it down. You know, we'll see, right? Pre-pack, you can't really tell. You can tell a little bit, but, you know, really we're gonna be able to tell after pack-a-punch. But if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, leave a like down below as it helps the video reach the algorithm. Definitely will appreciate it. We are on the road to 122,000 subscribers and we're getting close, ladies and gentlemen. I do want to thank you guys for the support on the channel. But that being said, we are about halfway to pack. Now, it doesn't seem too bad so far with the whole overheating thing. I'm not kidding you, dude. It was so fast when this came out. If you guys used it when it came out, you will vividly remember how bad this thing was to use. I mean, I'm genuinely surprised the video we did on it was as long as it is, because anymore, nowadays, if something sucks, dude, I play for like 5 minutes with it. Because it ain't no fun using something that's so bad, you know? So usually the videos are really short. That's a good way to tell. You know, if an attachment's good on my videos, you just be like, how long is this video? Oh, it's this long? Okay, well, it sucks. Sometimes they're a little bit shorter because I don't commentate for a little while in my game. I get kind of tired of talking. But we got this TED task right here. We got to get critical kills. So it should be good on these. We definitely need to pick up Jug. We need to pick up Stamina with these. 100%, like no brainer, we need it. We do have enough for pack. Let's see what our reward is. We could get lucky and just get a pack 1 crystal. I mean, very lucky, but you never know. What do we got? There's some monkey bombs and perks. Nice. Okay, cool. Take for us to overheat. Boom, overheated. So we got to 895. I'm pretty sure well, let's buy double tap. I want to see if double tap changes this. Let me see. There we go. Okay, so we have a dog run right here, so we'll be able to see kind of what our ammo is. I'm guessing it's 1,000. 1,000. I mean, I could only imagine. Oh, double taps overheat is pretty quick. Unfortunately, it is pretty fast. So yeah, it's 1,000. So we only get to shoot 105 in each until we overheat, which in total would equate to 210 rounds without overheating. Now, Spazo being real with you guys, okay? Would I use this over the SoCal? No. Would I use this over the other LMG? No, I wouldn't. So what really could be the benefit of using this? And to be honest, mostly that's going to be your opinion. Right? If you want to use this, you don't have to, of course. You could use a freaking pistol if you wanted to, right? The only reason that I would use this and run this in a game over the LMGs, the other LMGs with belt fed, or the FG42, the only reason would 100% be just for fun. I don't think I would use this to try and go for high rounds. I don't think I would sit here and try and use this as the best meta in the game because frankly, just being honest, if you ask me, my opinion on it would be, I would say they need to take their buff that they did and they need to double it. For this LMG specifically. I'm not saying about the other ones. The other ones are perfect to me. I think they're good. But this one, for this, and this attachment, I think it needs doubled. I mean, I get it. They're AKIMBO, right? But AKIMBO in this game isn't as good as you think. It lowers the damage on all the pistols by 50%. So you're really dealing the same damage, right? So I definitely think we should be able to have that ability to be able to shoot for a while with these. I just do. I just freaking do. You know? I mean, it's not like they would really be that overpowered. The XM's a really good LMG, but it ain't the greatest thing in the game. You know what I mean? So sure, is it nice to be able to shoot a little bit more and have a lot slower of a cooldown compared to what we have or had? 100%. That's a no-brainer. But is it really good and is the buff absolutely awesome and I'm so thankful? No, I think it needs to be more like I just said. So let me know what you guys think about it because, I mean, you know, I think it's nice, but I just think we overheat too fast still like that. I mean, yeah, we have double tap, but I don't really care, man. Like, I think it needs to be double. I think 105 rounds for each of them before it overheats is just way too little. I mean, I think it should be like 200 rounds minimum for you to shoot before it overheats. I just do. And I'm talking about each one separate. So in total, you should be able to shoot 400 rounds before they both overheat. I think that would be good, right? And you always have this idea of like, oh man, it would just be too strong, right? Akimbo LMGs. I don't think so. I don't think this would be too strong. I think there would still be weapons that are way better all day long. But I think this would give it a chance to actually be usable and actually be enjoyed by the zombies community. I don't think many people are gonna be like, hell yeah, dude, my next game I'm hopping in with the Akimbo attachment, dude. You see that buff? No, it's just kind of, honestly, truth be told, it's kind of just a mediocre buff, in my opinion. For this weapon specifically, again, the other LMGs, mwah, chef's kiss. I'm glad the SoCal is so broken that you can shoot 1,000 rounds without it ever overheating. I like the MK78s. It's awesome. But this one is disappointing. It is. It just seems like those got a way better buff than this did. You know, and it just seems like Treyarch's kind of holding back a little bit with this attachment, you know. And partly, my opinion is a little bit out there a little bit more. I will say that because, to be honest, I, you know, sometimes just don't like certain things they do, right? I don't know. I mean, from day one, this attachment sucked. So it kind of got my hopes up that they buffed it, that it was actually going to be really good, you know, and to see it better, but still just like, you know, why use it? I don't know, kind of infuriates me a little bit, right? Like for this TED task, for example, right? We're training, I just went down, I know, I'm washed, I get it, okay? But we're training, we want to kill some zombies, we can shred some real quick, and cool, you know? But we're already overheated. And you know what I think would help? I think it would help if like Speed Cola had an augment where it like made it slower for weapons to overheat with like belt fed, right? Or it just made the overheating process on all guns that have it slower, like just a little minor augment. That was always something I never understood was an augment. I also get why it wasn't, because it's not like a big part of the game, so it's like not really that important to have that as an augment. But it would have made sense for Speed Cola, right? I think it would have made more sense than some of the other Speed Cola augments. But I still think this is a disappointing attachment. I think it's a mediocre buff. I just don't care for it. I genuinely don't care for it. I don't think this is going to do well in the high rounds. Again, because this weapon doesn't deal that much damage, it's just going to become one of those things that's just, you know, people are just gonna check out on again. But honestly, you got to let me know what you think. Again, let me restate my position on this. I am glad Treyarch made the buff to it. I am glad Treyarch buffed the other ones. But the only thing I would say is they needed to buff it more. That's it. I'm going to leave it at that. Because that is truly how I feel about it. You know, I don't know. I see the damage and then I see how fast it overheats and doesn't make sense to me. When weapons stronger, you know, take longer, weapons that are way better, right? I don't know. I really don't know. But will you catch your boy Spazo rocking this in games and videos? No. No, I won't be touching this again unless they buff it or some broken method comes out where it takes forever to overheat like the SoCal. Pretty much. And I'm also running this build just like how the SoCal build is you have to run, right? To make it take forever to shoot or to overheat. So I had that idea like, oh, if I run this kind of build, same deal as the SoCal, maybe we can get it to, you know, be something really, really good. And no. But I mean, they did do a little bit better on it. But I mean, I don't know. I still think if like where we're at with the buff on this attachment, if this is how it was when it launched, I probably still would have been disappointed. I don't know. I don't know. I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm going to pass up on this one, just being straight up honest with you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm out.